channel. So today I am doing a eyebrow tutorial. It has been a much requested video from so many people and I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long, but here it is. So today I'm going to be talking about two different products that I have that I use on my eyebrows. Eyebrows in general are not that stubborn. I have really full eyebrows that are really dark, but I like them to be perfect. You know, as people say, your eyebrows are sisters, they are not twins, so mine don't look completely identical, and I have a bald spot in this eye at the bottom of my eyebrows, so I like to fill them in. So I have two different techniques that I use and two different products, and that's sort of based on, you know, when I got my eyebrows done. If I just got my eyebrows done, I use one product, and if I need to get my eyebrows done, I use another product. But I do have a favorite out of the two products, and I'll tell you guys about those as well. So the two products I'm going to be talking about today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade, and I use the color Chocolate. And I have the brush that goes with it, and it has an angled brush on one side, and it has a spoolie on the other end. And the second product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. And so I used to have the Brow Wiz. That's actually when I first started doing my eyebrows. I started using the Brow Wiz, and that ran out real quick because I used to do it almost every day. I like this one because it's actually a little bit thicker. I know that the Brow Wiz is a really thin little point to do your eyebrows. This one's a little bit thick, so you can kind of get right in there, and it's a little bit faster, and this one has a spoolie on the end too. So you'll kind of get to see how I do my eyebrows with both products. I'm going to use the Anastasia on this eye. So right when I get my eyebrows done, and I got my eyebrows done yesterday evening, I don't really need to do a lot of maintenance on them, so I can kind of get away with just using the Brow Definer just to fill in spots that I want for every day. And when I really need to get my eyebrows done and they're like horrendous and I'm in the middle of finals and I don't have time to go get my eyebrows done, I use the Dipbrow Pomade a lot more. Out of the two, I have to say this one is absolutely my favorite. Like, I can use this right after I get my eyebrows done. I can use it, you know, when I haven't gotten my eyebrows done. I personally think that this is a little bit easier to use for me. Now, I've heard that a lot of people have a lot of trouble with the Dipbrow Pomade with the brush, and like it gets all over the place and they don't really like it. And personally, I love it. I think it stays on a lot more than any other product that I've used on my eyebrows. And I've used a couple different, you know, drugstore products on my eyebrows, and it seems like they work when you put them on, but they don't stay on all day. This, I can guarantee you, will stay on all day. The other thing I really like about it is it's a pomade. So it kind of keeps the hairs in place, where this, I feel like, just colors it in but doesn't really keep the hair where you want it. Like when you use the spoolie and you kind of move your hair into one position and you use the pomade over it, this kind of holds it in place, as this just kind of colors it in, and other products kind of just color it in as well. So I think that we should get right into it, and you guys can see how I get my eyebrows to look like this. I'm going to start out with this Anastasia brush for my eyebrows. You can use any eyebrow brush you want to use. And I'm going to use the spoolie to kind of brush all the hairs in the direction that I want it to go. So as you can see, I'm kind of going up and then to the side with the spoolie. If you have any hairs that are out of place, this would be the time to use your tweezers to pluck them. I am looking down for some of this tutorial, and that's mainly just so that I can use the mirror that's closer to me to see what I'm doing. So this is the Dipbrow Pomade, and once you open it, this is what it looks like. It's almost like a gel, but a little bit thicker than a gel, and I'm going to use the angled side of my brush, and I'm just going to dip it into the Dipbrow Pomade, sort of like this. And remember, you can always start out with a little bit of product and put more on, but if you start out with too much product, it's going to be harder to take it off. So I start out on the bottom and I make really short strokes in the direction of my hair, as you can see. And I try to fill that bald spot in first, as you can see, and I just make really short strokes. You don't want to press down too hard with your brush because that's going to leave some harsh lines and it's not going to look as natural. If you get any harsh lines, just use your spoolie to blend it out and continue. So in the front of my eyebrows on the top, I just use my angled brush and go up and down in the direction of my hair. I don't shape them out too much because I want them to still remain looking natural. So now for the top of my eyebrows, since they're already clean, I just follow the natural hairline and color right within it and a little bit above it to kind of keep that same shape. And I make sure to use my spoolie and buff it out so that it looks natural and there's no harsh lines. And here you can see a comparison of how it looks so far. So now I want to fill in that gap on the top where you can see, and this is probably the hardest part for me to do my eyebrows because I want them to be very symmetrical on both my eyebrows. So I just make short strokes as I'm doing right now and fill in that gap, and then at the same time I try to use my spoolie and blend it so it looks as filled in as possible. You want to make sure that the end point of your eyebrows is not a straight point, but also not blurred out. Just kind of follow it and make small strokes so that it still looks like there's hairs on the end and that it's as natural as possible. On my second eyebrow, I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Definer. So once again, we're going to use the spoolie and we're going to shape the direction of the hairs. So we're going to go up and to the side with the spoolie. So then we're going to use the definer and I just twisted it a little bit. So once again, we're going to make short strokes on the bottom to follow the growth of the hair. And on the inside part right there, we are going to go up and down to make it look as natural as possible. And on the top, we're also going to follow the hairline and just stay within the line. Don't go over too much because that won't look very natural. And you can also use your spoolie and just blend it out so that it blends with the rest of your hairs, as you can see. And I'm going back on the bottom and continuing along. And then you get to that top part where you have to make it pretty symmetrical. I just make it in short strokes towards the end and fill it in with the end tip of my eyebrow, making sure to blend as much as I can. So this is the final product of what my eyebrows look like when I'm done doing them. Well, that's it, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I really hope that it was helpful. If you guys have any questions regarding the products that I used or the techniques that I used or any questions at all, please leave a comment below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. And the other product, okay. Well, that wanted to jump out of my hands. So today we're doing something really cool. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.